of the people here. And I think it's safe to say we can start on the ceremony that we've been planning for a while. It's happening on this day. I mean, our anniversary officially is on the 28th of June. It's happening today because we had to collect everyone's awards. We had to make sure everyone was present, including myself. I had some summer travels to tend to, but we're finally here. And opening up the leaderboard. Guys, 757 people. And this isn't for a campaign battle. This is an amazing rally. Our Asia today, Asia rallied 350 earlier. So if my math is not mistaken, we're at 1,100 people in total across both time zones. I think the staff will know that a vision of mine, a dream for us as a group, is to have 1,000 people rallied. I'm going to correct myself now and say this 1,000 rally goal is going to be for EUNA. But yeah, I don't think any other group, aside from France, has ever been able to achieve a 4-digit rally across both time zones. And we need to be proud of that. Look to your left, look to your right, and acknowledge that. Before we go into all the awards that you all want to hear about, I just want to say that 3 years ago, this idea, this group was nothing but just a vision, a plan that we thought would shape the rest of the genre. We began in a sort of a humble approach with only 2 elite lines, with a few battalions here and there, many regiments that rallied 1 line. And it was definitely uncertain how we would continue as a community from Holland. A lot of people in the genre were like, what are we doing? We're giving up French uniforms, we're giving up epaulets. It's not going to look great for us. But we did prove them wrong. I think a few people were following or believing that we would follow the Lord Tyler Sherman curse. But I think we have something greater than numbers. We have the resolve, we have the discipline, and we have the belief that in working together with each other, we can achieve what we have today. I want to say that brick by brick, step by step, we've built this group together. There have been some harsh losses, unfortunately. Leadership changes have happened. We've pursued great reforms, moved people around, experimented with new units. And we've transformed this army from a questionable force into the shield and sword of the genre. We are the big bad, and we are doing a good job at that role. I want to say that earlier this week was pretty hard for me personally. There were a lot of things in question due to personal reasons. I want to say a big thank you to the High Command standing on this balcony, who stood united, who understood that we have to come together to protect our group, to protect what we stand for, and to protect the continuity of us in the genre. Every decision I've made and will continue to make has one primary purpose, and that is to unite everyone together, to make sure that we rally in the forces we do today, and to ensure our greatness, not only for you, but for everyone, and for this group that we've created together. There is something I do want to address. I've noticed that some rifts and rivalries are festering where brotherhood should live amongst units. Competition that's gone a bit too far. And small rifts that have been left unchecked. This is our biggest threat and could potentially split the iron spine that we forged today. I want to say, and I want to, as my executive order 553, that this ends now. I don't want to see any bickering. I don't want to see any competition that's meant to be healthy turn unhealthy. Today we celebrate 3 fucking years of existence. This doesn't mean that, oh yeah, we rallied 750, we toss in the towel and that's it. The work is not yet finished. There are greater challenges that lie ahead for us as a group. And I have no doubt with the same determination of the people today that we can achieve this. And standing at this very moment, all I can say is the effort that you all guys have put into where we are today is what will carry us forward. I think we now need to go to our formalities and distribute our rewards. This will be a long ceremony, hence why there are no battles after. I want this to be a focus on commemorating the individuals that have put in the hard work and to give the recognition that some people feel like they haven't received. I'm going to be starting off with promotions. At our Grenadier ceremony, I announced some new High Command promotions, which I want to recognize in front of all of you guys. I promoted Silver Thrones to General Major, long time coming. I want to be known. Silver has been responsible for some of our greatest battles, whether it comes to lineups, organizing units, and organizing everyone in this group together to fight friends. Not many people can do that, and the respect and the effort he can put into getting us all together to beat a common enemy is something we should be thankful for. The next promotion I handed out was to Woolies, who was promoted to Field Marshal Lieutenant. Woolies has been with us since day one. She has grown in the group as a head of our developer team, as a prominent field commander, and as a person that I can rely on no matter what happens. If I have to dip, if I have to go, she will be there to continue our dev, and she will make sure that we can hold units together. And, you know, just some of the uniforms that you guys have might be a big thanks to her. So I'm very happy to have someone like Woolies, and I've said this to devs. I think I said this to Woolies in Irish earlier. I'm extremely lucky. We are extremely lucky to have an excellent dev team we have. They've made the map we're standing on today. Big shout out to Dustin T. Lincoln and Mr. Oist12. You've contributed greatly. Irish Stukov, you've optimized this map so we can get it in the game, and I thank you for that. The next promotion I gave out was to Hibov, Field Marshal of Zweit Corps. Hibov has been with us for quite some time. Zweit Corps comeback is on its way, and he's done a great job in fostering community within the Corps when it wasn't looking good a few months ago. Both him and Peen have done a great job in isolating the problems from me and me having to go in and deal with them. And that's not something everyone else can do. Massive respect to you, Hibov. You really deserve this promotion. I also promoted Sharpie. Sharpie has helped and been with us since day one in consolidating our units as a group, in being a person I can talk to on how we move things forward, and dealing with conflict when I fail to resolve it myself. Being able to take advice from someone and change my opinion on things, I can be quite stubborn, is not something everyone can do. So thank you very much, Sharpie, and I look forward to you being a person that can help continue our vision together as a group. There's one more promotion I want to add to the ranks of High Command, which wasn't mentioned at the Grenadier ceremony, but after further consideration, this person deserves it. And I would like to be promoting Lucas Thrones to General Major. Lucas has been serving in the General Adjutant rank for 8 months now, and has proven he's capable of establishing JG and achieving the mission and the ideal image I want JG to have. He's done that quite well, and I'm very proud to promote him to General Major. I'd like to consolidate the command of Dreit Corps. Swa has been integral in getting everyone together and ensuring that Dreit does not go left without field command. Swa, you're being promoted to Adjutant Officer, and this is your official declaration as Corps Commander of Dreitz. Congratulations. Clearly, You are being promoted. It's been a tough ride for you. You've had a lot to deal with, but you haven't given up. And the wage rights has come back to where they are today. I feel like Funk's 5th Corps can follow that and achieve the same result in the upcoming months. It won't be easy, but throughout the difficulties, you've stayed with us, and you've done the best you can, and you're continuing to do the best you can, and I'm very proud of that. Moving forward, for promotions on an officer level, I will be calling up names that, I'll be reading up names. Don't step forward, stay in your formations. We're trying to go with this as fast as possible. Promoted to Oberst Lieutenants, Sophistratus Herzog Skuvad, Laughable Penguin, and Persephone Atticus. Promoted to Major are the following people. 1 second. Ooh, cue the elevator music. Someone has removed my access from the document where I had everyone's names on. Sneaking Hydra from NR1, Alex, They're Cool, and Core Villain. Promoted to Hauptmann, Major Waffle, Pythons, Winter Invicta, Bob360, Salad Watson, and Lololo. Promoted to Unter Lieutenant, Loyalty Crown, ACACAC, Axel, Blank Knight, Andres Skuvad, Tomahawk the Best, Cookie Man. Promoted to Fonrich, Jonathan 07, General Von Nudon, Snowy Valentino, Kaiser Melon, Oticus, Letio, Jacob Plays, and Tested Dow. Now that we're done with promotions, we'll be moving on to nobility.
Sorry, I just want to mention, Bayer accidentally missed Oberleutnant, which is Provido, Bertobi, Cervantes, Watson, and Claimer. You guys are Oberleutnant now.
Thank you. Thank you for that clarification. Moving on to nobility titles. Nobility is quite important. You know, we established the nobility system for the genre. We've done it right. And there are some elevations and some funny titles we have to give out. Upper Thrones, you are receiving a Graf title. You are the commander of the Vukasovich Company. You know, you've managed to keep it stable. You've proven that your leadership can become a tough opponent to fight against in the midst of battle. Austin Thrones, you're being elevated to Graft. In addition to Hungarian High Command, from what I've heard, you've taken the position of Grenzer Commander to the perfection, and you're managing one of the most important echelons in Hungary. You've proven yourself to be the most valuable addition in recent memory, according to your High Command. Avariant to Graft, you're a long-time veteran of NR30. You serve as a weekday scheduler and an overall administrating staff for Hungary. You know, our administrative people deserve all the credit they can get. Like, Asia respected and honored all our admin people. If you're an admin NCO officer, I respect it a lot. Continue doing what you do. Dragon Thrones. Dragon Thrones, you are a long-time serving member of JG. You're an acting adjutant of the Corps, while also progressing in field command, and you go well and above and beyond what is expected within your duties in Hungary. Cyan, Mayo Throned, and Fosso, you're being elevated to Freiherr. British Odebrecht, Cellar Thrones, you're also being elevated to Freiherr. Each one of your reasons has been outstanding. For Synox, you've remodeled the Infernale Company into something that's functional, to a full specialist line, and that's disciplined and can fight any top tier line that you face. Mayo, you've been a great XO of MLG, also Formula 1 party watcher. You've done a great job with MLG, and in regards to discipline and ability, you have performed as expected. Fosso, you've taken a leadership role in Grenzers. I've seen the performance you recently captured, and was it an Andorran Eagle? Put a really good smile to my face. But the way you are able to review VODs with your staff, 10 out of 10 work. British Oderbright, from what I hear, your leadership role in Infernal has proven that you are capable of overseeing and representing a company on your own without the assistance of High Command. Oof, there are many orders to give. Holy shit, there's 15 pages. I don't think I'll be able to read all of this, so I'm just going to skim through every single one.
We've skipped over a few promotions there. You only did the Ursa
yeah,
ones, so we need to get to
Yeah, I got that noted. I'll go back to those. For the rest of the titles, I'm looking at the clock. I won't be able to read all the reasons, but I will announce them. Everyone has a paragraph of the stuff they've done. I read these things, and I acknowledge them heavily. For Earth Nobility titles, Hydra, King von Windham, you're being elevated to Graf. For NR4, Blank Knight, Commander LMB, you're being promoted to Freiherr. Same with Cookie, and really small head, Liebfan. Liebfan's a really cool name. Holy shit, how'd you get that username? Liebfan, Zixi, you're being made Ritter. Oh, I'm butchering these titles. I'm sorry, guys. From Adena, we have Bob 360, Pythons, Calpi, Salad Watson, and I'm Not the Bob, being elevated to Freiherr. For Zweit, for Under 25, we have Land Battle Enjoyer. Cool name. You're being elevated to Ritter. Ooh, we have some big ones coming up. I'm gonna read these ones out. MZD Disaster, you're being elevated to Markgraf. You've been a long-standing veteran with us. You started your journey in LEK and then split off to take the EXO leadership of NR59. You've been rallying 2 lines consistently for the majority of your existence, and you've been an influential figure within the history of Zweitz. For Freiherr, in NR59, we have Bonnie von Sternhall and Rem von Lieb. For LEK, this guy's going to be happy to receive his praise. Elevated to Markgraf von Prague, Bob My Fish. You've been a long-term veteran of Austria. LEK has been dating way back to Holland when you were the Marines, and you've been picking up in rally and improving further on the battlefield. For LEK Ritters, we have I Am Not Tom 10, Anthony Mango, and Veiki. For Dreitz, Trieste Freikorps, one of our newest additions, and NR38 as well. For Trieste, Mishti Lincoln, Kazoks 13, and Piano 78, you're all being promoted to Freiherr. For NR38, Veta Pro, I'm going to read this out. You're being elevated to Graf. Baxted, also known as Veta Pro, built Serbia from the ground. When the CEO left, took all the people to another group which shall not be named, and took NR38 or Serbia from rallying a 10-man depot line to now a Fuspec and a Fusilier line. You've single-handedly, with barely any experience before, built up a community in about half a year. This guy's never been a CEO before, and he's managed to turn around a regiment in people and in ways that we did not expect. He proved myself wrong, and I'm very happy to have you in the group. And you're an example I will continue to use until the end of time for new leaders. For Ritter, we have Nej Novak 1, Lieutenant Colonel. And for Funtz, Katyusha, Xylon, you're being both promoted to Graf. The latest regiment to add to our group. You've done a great job, both of you, and I'm very happy to have you, and the rest of the group recognizes your work. But that wraps up the nobility titles for our officers. I have some high command ones I would like to give out myself. Pinarius, you're finally receiving your title of Graf. You've recently come back out of retirement. You're doing a great job in the role you've done, helping Zweit, and always pitching up ideas and how we can take the group forward. Cyrilio, this is a funny title. I think I'm going to amend it a bit, but I'm going to officially make you the first von Budapest. And Srilio has been doing a great job with Hungary. It's been a great pleasure working with him, and especially with our dev. He got at uniforms in a day, kind of cracked. But yeah, Srilio's been a great person that I can speak to about nationwide stuff, about Hungary stuff, and about Formula One. So very well deserved elevation. Hibov, you're being elevated to first. I don't know what else to say. You're a great guy to be on. You're funny. You crack jokes that make everyone laugh in some circumstances. And tying along with your promotions, Field Marshal, you truly deserve this. And lastly, I think this is the first CO to receive this rank of a title. But Matti, you're being elevated to first. Matti is the CEO of NR4 and has done a great job in establishing 2 Grenadier companies, which we haven't seen since the days of NR30. I'm very proud of what you've done and what you've achieved with your regiment. And, the Lion Infantry regiments represent everything there is to Austria, and it's great to see the work you can do. I'm going to go back on some promotions I have missed. I think I may have missed a few. For Zweit, Skull Crusher, you're being promoted to Major. Black Von Lieb and Paradox, you're being promoted to Hauptmann. Under 59, Long and Victor, you're being promoted to Oberlieutenant. And Sun Tzu Si, he's back? Damn. Regan Sherman, Lord Tyler Sherman, Austria veteran, and Palmetto Sherman, you're being promoted to Unterlieutenant. For Drake Corps promotions, we have Veta Pro. Oh, my bad. No, that was the elevation. For Drake Corps promotions, I would like to promote Veta Pro to Oberstlieutenants, Kelly Grant to Oberlieutenants, Kazakh and Superpower 1512 to Unterlieutenants. And for our Fahnrich promotions, we have Johnny 123, Convu, Green Bean, Avi Grish, Gas 444. Lieutenant Colonel, Nezha Novak, Warrior Cats for Life, Vincenti Witos 123, No Talker 00, and Isaiah Varheim. For Funked Core promotions, they've already been awarded, so we will be moving forward onto Sharpie, the Teutonic Order.
Hold on, Hungary.
Oh.
This one there.
Oh, yes.
You're not done yet, buddy.
Yes. We promoted Lucas to General Major, but we have 2 promotions to Adjutant. We have 1 promotion for Adjutant Officer, Dragon Thrones. And opposite, you are also being promoted to the next rank above. Okay. So sloppy. But congratulations to you guys. Lesk from Liebgard, you've done a great work in establishing our cavalry unit and continue doing the good work. Oh my, we have so many more. Running on time, Hungarian lower officer promotions will be announced. I need to... We're gonna pass it off to Sharpie. Sharpie, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Sharpie will announce our new batch of Teutons. These people have been strongly vetted. They represent our loyal, our most loyal rankers that have been committed with us with day 1 from our elite pool of people. Passing it on to Sharpie, and once everyone's lined up, we will go down. Oh wait, no, we're not on the same server, but we'll do it another time for the nighting. Passing it over to you, Sharpie.
Hey, first off, and I want to do these individually because these guys are the most important rankers and core members of lines, whether it's kind of lower rank staff, administrative, but these guys are day 1, always for Austria, always for the regiments, and they're always putting in work. They're a good role model to everyone around them, and if you see them, you should strive to be like them in your groups. Starting off, I'm going to go back to front, actually. Let's start off with NR38. Broken-hearted people, you have been designated to rank up into a Teutonic Squire because you are a consistent, reliable, and disciplined ranker, and you have also been managing those Grenadier docks and just keeping everybody in line. And that's what we expect of somebody in the Teutonic Order. Moving on, a long-standing member of Austria, Ethan T. Lincoln. You have shown unwavering devotion to Austria and your regiment. This dedication both shows inside and outside of the regiment and is trusted by your peers in leadership, and you uphold all the values that we look for in these squires. So congratulations to you. I'll get you guys your uniforms on another date if you're not in Server 1, by the way. And moving on, we're going to move into Zweit. First off, we have Ellie K with 236210. Congratulations, you will now be one of the newest members of the Teutonic Order because you have been a dedicated veteran since the beginning of Holland. You've stuck around with us throughout all this time, and that's really what we value, is somebody who's always been in here through the good parts and the bad parts of Austria. So thank you and congratulations. Next up, we have from NR59 for Vidi von Lieb. You started your journey in Brunswick in NR8. However, while those regiments might have gone down, you stuck with it through Austria and moved into NR59, and you have been a core member of that regiment since. Thank you for sticking around through all that chaos that occurred then. You deserve this. Next up, we have Erskor, and I have from Modena, Mr. USA Derps. And you have been here since the core Israelite. Maybe a little interesting nowadays, but from your own CO's recommendation, you are certainly worthy of this. And your allegiance both to the Koning of Holland, moving to the Kaiser, has never stopped, and you've been here for all exactly 3 years to date. So thank you for this. You deserve this. Next up, we have from NR1, another long-standing member here since day one, and it is Fishivius, and he has been an active member of NR1 for nearly 3 years at this point, and has been heading both their social department and working to teach other rankers in the regiment how to get better at their jobs, especially staying through multiple COs, showing his dedication mainly to the group and the Kaiser, not just commanders that may come and go. So thank you for that. Next up, we have two nominations. We have from NR4, we have both Touchy the Best and Dojavai Scovald, both which have been day one rankers from 2DE in Holland to NR4 through Hungary and NR4 again. No matter what, these guys have stuck around, and they absolutely deserve it. So congratulations to these two new squires on their induction. And finally, last but not least, from Hungary, I have Enzo 00360 and Avariant, both who have been rankers who have stayed in right since they've got in. They've never wavered, and Enzo especially is a perfect representation of what needs to be, or how an individual needs to act to make Hungary work as well as it is now. So thank you for the work you have done. And Avariant, I've seen you for so long fragging in those Hungary lines, so thank you for putting in all that work, and keep it up. Finally, though, I want to recognize two individuals who are current Teutonic members that are currently in the server. I have both Mr. Swag 84565 and Fuger Throned. I'm going to be hereby promoting both of them to the rank of Knight within the Teutonic Order, as since nearly a year ago, when they were both elected, they have shown nothing but dedication to this group. So new squires, look to them on how you can be an even better version of yourself. So thank you, Mr. Swag. Thank you, Fuger. You guys are great for the group. And that's all. So go ahead, Bio.
All right. Thank you for that, Sharpie. I managed to get maybe like 3 glasses of water out of that. But I think it's time for our orders. But before I move on, Teutons, congratulations to you guys. You received the highest honor for any ranker. And I'm proud that we have rankers like you guys in our group. For the orders, this is going to be a long one. There are a lot of orders I had to review myself, and these are people that have worked very hard. Herzog Skuvad, you're being upgraded in your class of Order of the Eagle to Commander. You've been a shining example of dedication and charisma. Through your time in NR4, you brought the Grens up from a slump to being one of the best lines in the genre. You've created such an effective force, and you've gained the privilege of having a second Grenadier line. Through your charisma, and through the community you've shaped around you, you're a commander that we can rely on the battlefield, and I'm proud to have that. Pinarius, your Order of the Eagle is also being elevated to commander. You've returned from retirement, and you've become an essential part of Austria. Your administrative work, your field commanding, goes unparalleled. I will always remember that screenshot of you encircling Quatrium. But you've always stepped up without hesitation, and you go above and beyond the call without seeking recognition or reward. And I believe that, you're more deserving of this, and it's happy to have you back. I'm personally very happy that you're back. Skull Crusher, you're receiving the Order of the Eagle. Ever since you've enlisted into LEK a year ago, you've been working hard as a competent and shining example of what the ideal staff member should be. You've risen to become XO of the regiment, and you consistently take on some of Zwite's toughest external matchups as a commander. Congratulations. Sneaking Hydra. You're being awarded the Order of Elizabeth and Theresa. NR1 was not in a great place after the departure of its former CEO. You've taken NR1 with stride, and you dedicated your efforts and your time to fixing the problems of the previous administration. You've made yourself to be a shining role model within your regiment, making new friends and personally attending to new rankers and involving himself thoroughly. I'm personally invested in NR1, and I hope to see the day, and I think everyone does, where NR1 goes back to rallying 2 lines. Hebov, you're being elevated to Order of the Iron Crown Commander. You've been with us for a while. You have been debriefing line commanders after key battles to go over what they did wrong. And even now, when people don't really value debriefs as they should, you stress the importance of continuously coaching and teaching those even to the highest levels of our community. Congratulations. 1 AA batteries. You took in the reins of Medina when Medina rallied a single line. You've struggled to push for 2 at week. I remember this so well, where Medina would struggle for 2 lines. And due to your efforts of building staff, implementing new recruitment drives, and organizing Medina as a whole to be more effective, Medina has rallied 4 lines last night. And they're at the back, but take note of these guys. The turnaround of Medina is incredible. You suffered through some terrible events. There have been some personal attacks. And, there were times where I was worried that you may not be able to endure them. But you have. And you've bounced back every single fucking time someone has come for Medina. Congratulations. Stellar Thrones, you're being awarded the Order of the Eagle. Apparently, you donated $200 to Rule's campaign to help the dog, which shows your character. You've been a vital member of Vukosovic. You've shown outstanding dedication, and you've stepped up to help the community in a better way. Congratulations. Robloxia boy, you're being awarded the Order of the Eagle. You're one of the most loyal rankers to be in Hungary. You've been with the community since NR3. Remember when we experimented with Jaeger regiments? That was an interesting time for us as a group. But you've been dedicated to Hungary, to Silver, to the High Command, and as an Altgren, you finally stepped up to help with the development of. You stepped down to help with the development of the new JG company, and that's very respectable to be giving up your bearskin to do that. Congratulations, Zombie. You've been with Leapguard for a very long time. I recognize this name quite well. You've been working up to become the XO of the units. You've been leading EU's weekly for almost a year, and you've been helping rankers and NCOs improve. I love to hear that. I love recommendations and awards being given to people that are trying to build up new leaders in the group. That's what we're all about. Electroned, you're being awarded the Order of the Eagle. You've been a staff member in Hungary for a very long time. You've led Grenzer, specifically Cruiser, from the darkest times to consistently rallying 30 people now. I don't know, some people put elite matchups on Grenzers, I don't know why, but you take it like a champ, and without him, everything would be harder for the Grenzer core in Hungary. Actually, no, I do know why people put elite lines in Grenzers, because you fucking do a good job at it. Run to win. Order of the Eagle. Run to win. This is a name. You've been with us for forever. You've stepped up to become a reliable staff member with great activity, and you stand up to thick and thin. Beating lines by 21, lines like 21E and 15E by over 1K. Damn, that's impressive. But congratulations, you're being awarded the Order of the Eagle. Order of the Iron Crown to Aether Thessalio. You have been vital to the growth of the Hungarian Leib Guard. I visited the Schönbrunn. The Leib Guard is a historical and important unit to have in our group, and it's great that we represent this. And you're one of the best leaders of Cav in the genre. You spread your wisdom, and you continue to do so in raising up our new NCOs. Gazed follows. Order of Leopold. You've stepped up in a big way, again, by leaving alts and helping out with JG. Due to the departure of the previous CO, and many rankers rely on you and have taken note of your responsibility and how you've stood up to help Hungary when it needed your help the most. Agent 12537, you're receiving the Order of Leopold. You've stepped up immediately from the moment you joined. You've taken a lot of challenging job roles that people didn't want to take, and you filled a large gap within Hungary administration and organization roles. Zone Tide for Order of Leopold. You're one of the most loyal rankers in Austria. You joined us in 2023. You've been through it all. You've seen us start with 2 elite lines to now having, I don't know how many elite lines we have, 10? Yeah, that's crazy. But Zone Tide, you truly deserve the Order of Leopold, and your dedication and actions have shown how deserving you are. Zenovium, another 2023 ranker. You're receiving the Order of Mary Theresa. For after nearly 2 years of service to the Empire, you are one of our longest tenured alt grenadiers. It's through your dedication that you've allowed alts and you've helped Silver to continue consistency and the expectations that I hold for the unit. Congratulations. For your thrones, I think that's Sleeping Alarm, yes. For you've been with us for a year now, for a year and a half. You represent a beacon of shining skill and behavior for Altgrens, and as well as being part of the Teutonic Order. You've been able to help in making sure Alt is represented in our Grenadier Corps, and this dedication paired with yourself being one of the best rankers in the genre, as a whole, does set you up for receiving this order. I've seen the leaderboards. You dropped some insane kitties. Opa Thrones. You've been a consistent presence in the JG community within the Hungarian Corps. You've played a key role in its development over the past few years. And despite early challenges, including a major rebrand, you've worked closely with staff to strengthen the unit and guide its progress. Moving on to Erst orders. I do have my own personal orders, which I will be announcing after we've gone through everyone's. I know we're keeping everyone for a very long time, but it is 3 years, and it's important to recognize everyone's achievements. Calfi Est, Order of the Eagle. Over the past 2 years, you've demonstrated exceptional commitment to Medina, actively recruiting for all the 5 platoons involved, and you brought in over 200 members. We need to do recruitment competition. We need to count like who's our top recruiter, who's recruited the most. But 200 people is crazy. Congratulations. Cost 2011, you're getting the Order of Elizabeth and Theresa. For the entire time you've been with us, you've been a perfect example of a good soldier, a friend, and a leader. You've recently stepped up into the ranks of NCO, and you're a great role model for others to follow within Medina. Starvich, you're receiving the Order of Leopold. One of the main recruiters. Starvich has been with us for a while. You've been a right-hand man and a great advisor within your company, and it's to your effort that your company can rally 35 plus, whether drafts are included or not. Python's 206, I will be announcing that later, but NR4, Von Smelly, the best. I've noticed that we have the best. What do they call it? Cult family, whatever. Family group. But Smelly, you've been one of the role models for NR4. You've been a kind person. You've been helpful to others, and you've been an excellent company commander and community builder. You're one of the nicest people around, and according to your officers, you've put in great effort into establishing NR4 elites, especially the Jaegers. RG the best, Order of the Eagle. RG, you've served as a loyal grenadier before the second grenadier line was formed. You've been consistently attending, and you're a crucial member in recruitment and maintaining Fusilier platoon alongside your grenadier duties. That's what I love to see. Grenadiers stepping up to help their regiments outside of their company. And congratulations. You deserve the order. Aurelius Aesherist. You've been serving the regiment since the first day you joined. There's been multiple counter. I've seen you flag bear and frag as a grenadier, doing amazing work. There are times where you've definitely saved the flag and been instrumental in some of our key battles. And you're one of the hardest workers in NR4. Congratulations on the Order of the Eagle. We're nearly there, guys. We're nearly there, guys. Trust me. Maskuno 13. Maskunai has been, quote-unquote, a workhorse since becoming staff. You've been one of the regiment's recruiters that's been the most consistent. You've been completing your quota each week. I fund each regiment for achieving their quotas, so it's good that you're doing that. And keep it up. Kaiser Melon. We have another Kaiser in the field, but of melons. You're a core member of NR4. You've gone above and beyond in taking up command of your platoon, and you've proven that you can go more than just being an administrative officer. War Fatum, Order of the Eagle. You've been with NR4 for quite some time, and you've been in platoon CO and commander of the Mar Company. You've done great things and have taken over a platoon that, in a period of time, faced some severe difficulties. Now we see you rally 30 plus from 20, and that dedication is well deserved. Mr. Swag, Order of Elizabeth and Theresa. You've been a long-time member of NR4 in Austria since Holland. This is a name I realize, and you've been and you've been an upstanding member throughout, and you've always stand out as an exemplary model of what it means to be loyal to a group. Andres Skuvod, Order of Leopold. While others have left in troubling times, you've stayed, and you've been an integral part of NR4 Grenadier community. You help immensely with keeping morale up. I recently fought with NR4 Grens. I heard you keeping it. I heard you rallying the troops up when it was for charges, when it was for shooting. You've done a great job in supporting the company on the battlefield. Sophostratus, I personally recognize this as a long-term veteran since the days of Holland. You've been leading the rise of Mars rally and skill. You're a natural leader. You think about genre stuff as well when it comes to organizing NW battles. I see your opinions, and you've done a great job in being an officer that makes sure that everyone is involved and is in check to our standard as a group. Corvellin, as a regimental adjutant, you've been a voice of reason. You've stayed calm in heated moments, and you've given proper advice in situations where assistance was needed. You've done great stuff, and I look forward to hearing that voice of reason a bit more. Alex, they're cool. You're a crucial member of NR4. You've been with us since 2023. So many people have been with us since 2023. This is what we need to recognize. And Alex has shown great improvement for many years that he's been with us. And now you've become a mature and level-headed officer. And you are the future of NR4 and will one day become a main figure of the regiment. Congratulations. General von Nudon, you're being awarded the Order of Leopold. You're a jack of all trades. You've been a reliable figure in Fusiliers and Grenadiers alike, and you've started leading in ways that have impressed everyone in your regiment. You've been a great symbol for rising up the ranks and an active member of the community. Jonathan, 07CH, you're also been getting the Order of Leopold. During John's time in NR1, you've risen to Platoon CO, and you've made a biggest impact in NR1 with your recruiting skills and your administration work. Gorksbear, you've been a pivotal staff member within NR59. You're a top fragger, and you're without a doubt a number one in terms of skill within the regiment. You average 70 plus kills every event, and I don't know, maybe we need to put you up against Foyer Throne. But congratulations, you're getting the Order of Eagle. Kosovo Resurgence, Elizabeth and Theresa. For NR59, you've been a grand role model, loyal, active, and disciplined. And your social attitude is what's best for the regiment to achieve victory. I own your family, Order of Leopold. You're a devoted and consistent sapper of NR59 Grens. And when you need someone to hold the line, this is the man you want, apparently. Black Von Lieb, Grenadier Regiment XO. You've been with NR59 for more than a year, and you have opened up with a great performance in your first battle of Borodino, with a quote-unquote from MZD, cold hard proof that you are a dependable commander to take over in the absence of the CO, and winning your matchup over 1,000 points. You know, if to the commanders in here and people still inside, if you command and you win your matchup by 1k, DM me. Show me that leaderboard. For LEK, we have Femme Devil. What can I say? You've been a role model. You've been pivotal in the community building of LEK, and you truly deserve the Order of the Eagle. Thank you for staying with us for such a long time. Very much appreciate it. Seth Brock, you're being awarded the Order of Mary Theresa. Outstanding loyalty. You've been with us for many years since Holland, and you're LEK's oldest member to date that's still actively serving. For the Trieste Freikorps, we're nearly done, guys, with the orders, and we're going to be wrapping this up soon. Kelly Grant, Order of the Eagle. You've been with Trieste Freikorps since early 2024. You've transformed into a great junior level commander, and you've improvised a lot in helping people improve the game and generally helping with debriefs. Ethan T. Lincoln, for the Order of Elizabeth. You're a role model for the regiment, an excellent ranker, and an all-out friendly and welcoming person to Trieste. Solstice, with an X, Order of Elizabeth and Theresa. You've been in the regiment since 2024. You've been a carabinier for a very long time. You've been a really loyal ranker. Manosef. You've been loyal to Austria and Holland dating back to its start. I think Sneaky can agree with this one. And you've been a decent leader and a great person and a welcoming member of the community. Green Biagio. You've joined Austria since December of 2023. You've mained the unit for quite some time, and you've dropped insane KDs, whether it be fighting up against Guard or Andorran mixed lines. LR38, Order of the Eagle. You're a loyal member to Austria for over a year. You played a crucial role in the successful rebranding of to NR38, and when the change was announced, you didn't just follow orders, you took initiative. You organized a propaganda team and made sure that everyone was on board with the rebrand. Superpower for the Order of the Eagle. Your CO Metapro says that NR38 wouldn't be what it is today without you. You've overhauled the recruitment department, and you've pulled 25 recruits in a single day. Damn, 25 recruits? That's crazy in a single day. Whew. Your organizational skills go far and beyond. Congratulations. For Fun Score, we have Katyusha being promoted to Order of the Eagle Commander class. You've taken a step up with NR50 in ensuring deadlines are hit, and you stayed on top while maintaining a friendly and approachable personality. You're creating a community within your regiment, and it's great to see you return to service in an active way possible. And finally, before I move on to my personal recommendations, Zylan Ali for Order of Elizabeth and Theresa. The NR50 is the latest addition to Austria as a whole. You've played an exceptional role in showing the reward we get in our aspiring officers and leaders in Austria. You've built a self-esteemed staff team, a reputable regiment, and a distinguished line of merits. And that shows that when we invest our time into the right people, we get the right results back. For my personal recommendations, Jake Beneventi, you're receiving the Order of the Golden Fleece. You've been with us since day one. You're a hard worker. I see you nearly every day fighting in LEK lines, and you've held LEK specs together after a couple of staff upheavals. Moving forward, I'd like to award the Order of Mary Theresa to Dustin T. Lincoln and Moses, Dustin Lincoln and Mr. Oyce 12. They've put in months of work for the map we are standing on today. They're newly inducted in our developer team and are also receiving the developer medal. Pythons 206, you're receiving the Order of the Golden Fleece. Python's heads are nobility titles, and also heads up our medals. Actually, mainly our medals and awards, but works in parallel with the nobility ministry to ensure that everything is correlated and works together. Without you Pythons, I don't know what we would do. Half of our titles here probably would not exist. But you truly deserve this award, and I'm so incredibly proud of where you've gotten and how long you've served for this nation and the work that you've put in. And I want to make sure that doesn't go unnoticed. Irish Stukov, you are receiving the Order of the Golden Fleece. You've put in a lot of time for NR4, for the development of our group. And the way you've committed to us in ways that I had not expected is amazing. The next individual I'm about to announce probably should have gotten this a very long time ago. Cerilio, you're getting the Order of the Golden Fleece. You've been a pivotal figure in our group, a pivotal figure in Hungary. I enjoy working with you. We may not agree on matters on a day-to-day basis, but it's great to have an opinion that's different from mine, and taking into account how things could be different in the way I pitch it up. Tyson Venero, also known as Calify, you're receiving the Order of the Golden Fleece. You've been with us since day one. You've kept your loyalty to the group. You've been a right-hand man to NR4, and you're one of the most trusted staff members within the group. And I'd like to personally note that you're one of the most talented Fusilier company builders this genre has probably ever seen. The Real Budget Parsley, you're receiving the Golden Fleece. You've been with us since the days of Holland. You've been with us for 3 years. You're a key staff member, and as a main commander of the NR38 Fusiliers, you have took charge in reorganizing the NR38 Schützen, and I look forward to that company being fully established in the near future. There are some medals that, including the campaign medals, I think, well, I've kept everyone here for nearly an hour. It's time to wrap it up. But if you go on the leaderboard and you go next to your name, for those that have participated in our Italian campaign, your medals should be there. Police, general staff, correct me if I'm wrong. The medals are there, right? Oh. They're not there, but they were meant to be in game. They're meant to be there. They'll be there for next week. But there are some.
What happened?
There are some more medals that we need to give out and award, but I've noticed our rallies are dwindling and people want to leave. So I'm going to wrap this up. And I want to say that we all serve the same standard and the same vision that we want to establish. When we lose, or when our opponents want us to fall, they bank on the cracks in our unity that will cause us to turn against each other. But I want to say that we are one group, and as long as I lead you guys, we will stand as one fucking group. Sportsmanship, honesty, and truth are 3 core principles I want us to focus on moving forward. I know at times where we feel played by matchups, or we believe we've been given unfair battles. I stand up for you guys on that count. I will defend that, and no one will go unheard in this group. It's not claimed by Asia, it's not claimed by EUNA, but the truth belongs to the standard we carry as a group. And when we let these principles slip, we weaken the bonds that do hold us together. When we're divided, we risk letting our opponents win. And we need to stick together as long as I'm here. You have my vow that I'll guide you guys with strength and justice and ensure that everyone is met with their needs and wants. But other than that, I think I'm going to open the floor to the High Command before we dismiss.
I guess I'll go since everybody is a little mic shy. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet since we've already been here for a while. We're just the best to ever do it. Simple as that. Love Austria. Love you all. You guys are the fucking best. Keep up the good work. We still got people to beat. And then NR50, I'll be joining you because there's a unfortunate oversight in the miles of nonsense that is compiling all of these medals, orders, promotions, and everything into a single document. So I'll be with y'all after this to get that sorted out. Don't worry.
Oh, all right. I'll keep it short as well. I'll just say a few words. Erst, you guys already heard me give my spiel before this, but to the rest of you guys, it's great seeing how large we've grown this country to be, and I really think that we can push for 1,000. So let's keep up the hard work, boys. You guys show up and get stuff done every single day. So let's keep pushing. You guys are doing great. That's all from me.
Any words from Dwight?
We on the ups. You guys are doing fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. We're committed to regaining our numbers, growing our fucking skill, and soon enough we'll be able to destroy some super large matchups. So stick with it. Shoot it true, and we should be good. Fantastic job thus far, though, Dwight. Keep it up.
Right.
I just want to mention.
Any words?
I just want to mention before we finish up, guys. The people who made this happen today are here today. It's you guys, each and every single one of you. Austria wouldn't exist without you. It's no one else. It is us. We made this happen. You guys are amazing. Like every single ranker counts. You should definitely feel proud of yourself today.
Yeah, I think it's also crazy to see how far we've come. Like we used to rally, but we weren't very comp overall, and now we are arguably the best nation in the game. Like across the board, skill wise, we can fight the best of anyone pretty much and win. And it's really impressive to see the way we rallied together and came back from losses and detriments, and done that as a group together. And we haven't had to rely on outside causes. It's always been us picking ourselves up by our bootstraps. So amazing work, everybody. You guys made this happen.
Fact. Dwight, any words, Swa? Elijah? Gabe?
I'm gonna keep it short. Dwight's great stuff team. We've come a long way. We're still kicking and we're still doing good. So yeah, I'll keep it short. That's it from Dwight's good stuff team.
Fonts. Clearly, Void.
They're doing their promotions that were not in the doc.
Okay.
They moved over, so they're getting that done before everybody leaves.
Okay. Well, with that, wrap up our 3-year anniversary. We've held you guys for a very long time. I invite you to explore the palace when you can. We have a lot of respect to our heritage. You'll see some few photos, portraits of our leading members. And I want to end this off with a massive thank you to the people on stage, to our High Command, for helping me run this group. Without the people on stage, without our adjutants, and without our COs, we would not be here. And I'm eternally grateful that I have such a great team to work with. despite the differences that may appear, I'm so thankful. And we have some new objectives to achieve together as a team. And it's safe to say I'll be here to continue that for the rest of the year. So let's end it off in a big chant for everyone. In 3, 2, 1. Chants. And we must beat the guard before this year ends. I'm saying that straight up. 1.1k, we're coming for them again, and it's going to be an Ushin victory on the screen. That's all I'm saying. Any guard people on the stage, beware. But other than that, I'm ending the stage, and High Command, let's head to my mention, if you're
Storm the
available.
capital!